What's up guys, and welcome back to the series on this Mini Cooper S. You guys saw part one where we did the full engine bay cleaning, conditioning, and protecting, and now it's time to give the exterior a full detail. Now we're not just talking about just the basic wash. We're gonna look at the paint, see what it really needs, and give it the love that it deserves. So stay tuned for some amazing cleaning. All right guys, so to kick off this cleaning process, we're gonna start off on the dirtiest part of the exterior of the car, which is the wheels. So stay tuned, we'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so now that the wheels are clean and taken care of and out of the way, we can begin with the fun part, which is the foaming process. So as you guys can see, I'm all set up, got my 2-bucket method, my chenille microfiber wash mitt, my TORQ big mouth max release foam cannon, a variety of soaps right here, which I'll explain to you guys right now. Now the first soap being our Clean Slate surface cleanser. Now Clean Slate is great because it's a surface cleansing wash, so you can use this as a standalone soap, or you can use it as an additive to a snow foam so that you get that nice thick foaming solution with your soap. And you can also use this in conjunction with it to strip off any kind of waxes and sealants that are on the paint. Now seeing to that, we don't know what this car has. This car was just picked up, it's a new used car, it has had a previous owner, and we don't know what exactly wax, sealant, or any kind of protectant that they've been using on the paint. So in order for us to start fresh, we just want to make sure that we take off anything. That way there's nothing on the surface and we can just start fresh. And the soap that I'm going to be combining it with is going to be our Mr. Pink soap. Now Mr. Pink is great because it's a high sudsing soap, works perfect in any kind of TORQ foam blaster, foam cannon, and or traditional bucket wash method. So this is going to be a great combination to use to give your car a nice deep clean and strip off any kind of waxes and sealants in the process. So now that we have the car all foamed up, we're just gonna go ahead and let that lather. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm actually gonna be saving time and effort by simply cleaning my trim as the car is foamed up. And I'm gonna be using some familiar cleaner that you guys may already seen in this series, which is our boar's hair detailing brush and our nonsense all-purpose cleaner. Now, in most cases, you can just use the foam as the lubricant and as a cleaner so that you can clean your trim. But in some cases, especially like over here in the front, I did see that there was like a lot of buildup of heavy grime. And I just wanna make sure that not only is the paint clean, but the trim are as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and just simply spray the front end. Like I mentioned, it's already all foamed up, so that's great. However, the nonsense is gonna give us a little bit more cleaning strength as opposed to the soap. And all we're gonna do is simply agitate it with our brush so we can go ahead and get all the emblems, all these hard textured areas that we may or may not be able to get to with our wash mitt. So this just assures that we get the nice deep clean, and that way when we apply a dressing to all of our exterior plastics, once we're all done with this detail, our dressing is gonna bond and adhere very great. So it's always a good thing to just kind of hit these areas up every once in a while. I know I usually do it on my truck every once in a while. I don't do it every wash, but anytime that I do get a chance to do it, I do take advantage and I do clean them as I'm washing my truck. We just want to make sure that we're not just giving the car a basic exterior wash. We're doing much more than that. We're doing heavy cleaning because we want to make sure that this car is nice, it's restored, and ready for Jen to enjoy driving around. All right guys, so now that the car is fully clean and rinsed, now it's time to dry it up. Now I'm gonna be drying it using two different tools. The first one's gonna be our Pro Blow high-speed professional blower, and this is gonna be great to dry all those hard to reach intricate areas that I won't be able to get to with my drying towel. So right now I am gonna be using our Woolly Mammoth drying towel. It's thick, it's plush, it's large, and it's capable of absorbing up to a gallon's worth of water. Now this thing is the ultimate drying tool for drying any car, whether you have a tiny little Mini Cooper or a full-size truck, this is your go-to towel to get that premium dry. So I'm gonna be using this combination of drying techniques to get this Mini Cooper fully dry so that we can move on to the next detailing step. All right, guys, and we are completely done. The car is clean, fully dry, and now all we have to do is pull it into the bay, inspect the paint, and figure out what it needs. So stay tuned, that's what we're gonna do right now. All right, guys, so now that we have the car inside the detail garage, it's time to inspect the paint. Now, first things first, I will say that this thing will require a clay bar. You know, it's not too rough, but you can definitely hear the contamination on this paintwork. I'm not sure how well the microphone catches it, but you guys can definitely hear that it sounds pretty raspy. So we're gonna go ahead and start off by using our OG clay bar. Now the OG clay bar is the clay bar that I've chosen for this vehicle simply because this is a mixture between a light and a medium clay bar. So whether this be light contamination or maybe it's more on the heavier side, like on the medium side, then we'll have a nice balance between how sticky the clay bar is and how easily it's gonna allow us to extract all the embedded contaminants that are on the surface. So I already have a piece of clay bar right here in my hand. And then I also have my clay lubricant. And as you guys can see, I have already taken the liberty of masking this off camera just to kind of save some time. But ideally, this is mainly more for the polishing part. You know, the cool thing about the clay bar is that you can use it on paint, you can use it on headlights, you can use it on glass. So I'm not really too worried about using it on the headlights right here, but the headlights don't really need much at all because they're, you know, they look pretty good. But this is mainly just to set up for the polishing, which we will be doing afterwards, just because there is a fine little layer of micro scratches and swirls. It's not too bad. It's not too heavy, and I'll show you guys, we'll go more into depth with that once we get to that. So get your clay luber, spray a nice amount of product onto the surface. In this case, I'm just gonna go ahead and also lubricate my clay bar. And then all you wanna do is simply glide the clay bar left and right. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna pull off all the embedded contaminants that are on the paintwork. And this is gonna ensure that there's no embedded contaminants that are gonna begin to rust on the surface. And it also allows your protective coating or any kind of glaze, sealant, or wax that you apply to this to bond directly to the paintwork without any kind of contaminants kind of, you know, shrouding or taking away from your overall shine. And then once you're done working the clay bar, all you wanna do is grab a microfiber towel and simply buff off the excess of the product. And you know exactly when to stop clay barring when the clay bar glides left and right very smoothly. So once you've done a section, you can inspect the results. You can feel it with the glove afterwards. I'll go ahead and feel it right now. So from you not hearing anything, from you not feeling anything, you know that you've completely removed all the embedded contaminants that are on this little area, and you can proceed with the next part of your vehicle. So right now I have a ton of clay barring ahead of me. Luckily, it's not so much of a huge car, so I should be done with this relatively quickly, but I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it up, be right back with you guys, and show you guys the next step in this process. So now that we are done completely clay barring the entire vehicle, it's time to polish. Now the paint isn't in too bad of a shape, so that's why we're gonna go with their P4 Precision Paint Perfection Polish. Now this polish is great because it does have light cutting abrasives that cut fast and help eliminate all these finer imperfections very quickly and easily in one step. So the way to use this is we're gonna use it with our TORQ 15 DA polisher with our white hexologic polishing pad. And this is gonna be a great combination so that we can easily and effectively get rid of these finer imperfections, scratches, swirls, micro marring, and restore the full clarity and shine. So all we're gonna do is apply about 5 pea-sized drops to our pad. And then we're just gonna go ahead and blot it out on the surface on speed setting 1, work it in on the high speed setting, fully work it in, wipe it off. We'll be right back with you guys with the results. All right guys, so now that we are fully done working in the polish, we can go ahead and grab a premium microfiber towel and simply buff off the product, and you can inspect your results. In this case, I'm very happy with the results that I'm seeing here. The shine looks incredible. I can see that it knocked off pretty much all of those fine micro swirls and scratches that I was talking about earlier. And all in all, I'm very happy with this result. And as you guys see, it took little to no effort. With just a machine polisher, some P4 and a white pad, you can achieve some pretty incredible results. Now, that's not to say that you always have to use a compound. I know a lot of you guys have questions about compound and polish. Do you have to use both? No. Can you? Totally up to you. C4 is great for heavier cutting on heavier imperfections. In this case, the paint was not too bad at all, so that's why I did P4 only. If you wanted to go ahead and go like more aggressive, you can go with the 2. In this case, with just the 1, I achieved the results that I was looking for, and I don't even have to go with the C4. So pretty incredible results from a one-step solution, and all that there's left to do is just do the entire car. So we're gonna have to go around the entire vehicle, mimicking the exact same thing we did on this little fender here throughout the rest of the vehicle. So we're gonna be doing it on the paint. We can also use it on this glossy roof as well. So we'll go ahead and polish that as well. And we'll pretty much just go all the way around, and then we'll be right back with you guys for the final step, which is protection. All right guys, and now after a long day of detailing, it's finally time for the last step, which is protection. Now we just finished polishing the entire Mini Cooper. Now it's time to preserve our shine. You know, the last thing that you want to do is polish your entire vehicle and then just leave it as is, because then there's no protection on there. There's nothing that's stopping any kind of contaminants from damaging your paintwork. The UV rays are going to dry it out, fade it. So you want to make sure that anytime you polish, you make sure to follow it up with the protectant. We're going with JetSeal today. Why? Because it's amazing. If you guys haven't used JetSeal before, I'm going to put you guys on game right now. Now, the cool thing about JetSeal is that you can apply it by machine, you can apply it by hand. It works on virtually any smooth, glossy exterior surfaces, including paint, glass, metal, chrome, headlights, taillights, wheels, you guys name it. It works incredible. It repels pollution from sticking to your vehicle. It creates a durable hydrophobic layer, and it lasts up to 12 months. So just imagine all that in one bottle. So that amazing level of protection for this incredible shine that we've just unveiled from polishing it. So to apply with, I already have my machine. You guys already see me using this to polish, but I have it now with the black finishing pad. And this pad is great because it's soft, it's smooth, it's supple, and it's gonna allow us to apply a nice even coat of JetSeal all throughout the vehicle. So to use JetSeal, you're gonna use it just like a wax. So you're just gonna apply about a couple pea-sized drops. In this case, I'm gonna start off with 5. And I'm gonna work this onto the hood. And then once I get to the, the further panels, I might just go ahead and put about 2 or 3 more drops per panel, depending on how large the panel is. I don't see myself using a lot of product simply because this car is not that huge, and we're gonna be able to coat most of it very quickly, very efficiently. So we're gonna go ahead and coat the entire thing with JetSeal, be right back with you guys to buff it off and show you guys the final results on this Mini Cooper. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like. If you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe so that you guys stay tuned for the next part in this series, because we are not done yet. We're gonna be doing the interior of this Mini Cooper. So if you guys love seeing interior videos, subscribe right now so that you don't miss out on that epic video. My name is Joey. This is Chemical Guys Detail Garage. I'll see you guys next time.